Good morning, good morning, good morning from Toronto. Hamas Siddiqui, your host. I know some people are joining in. This is great, and that was the path that I took to see who is joining in. So thanks for joining in, and please introduce yourself. Where are you joining in from? And I will introduce you online by showing your name on the screen. There is someone who is trying to join in on LinkedIn and can't find the link. I was just giving him uh, a quick response. So thank you very much. So I'll just quickly show who has joined in, and we will carry on. And those who join in daily, like my friend Shazad, um, and some other people like my friend Shahid Chaudhry. Shahid, you had been away. I'd been marking your absence, so I hope you are well. All right, something went wrong with my microphone, so sorry about that. So I'll quickly introduce everyone who has joined in. Thanks and good morning and good evening and good afternoon for for your time to join in and be part of this growth movement that I've been talking about. So, just very briefly, first of all, I would like to thank you, my friend Ashraf Chaudhry, who is Pakistan's number one sales trainer, who has allowed me to use his platform to spread this message of growth. And this is a great gesture from him. Ashraf has over 1.7 million followers on LinkedIn, and perhaps he is one of the most followed person from the corporate sector in Pakistan. Shahid, no, thank you very much. I know things are busy, which is great, which is great. Um, so my objective of this series of talks is to encourage people uh, to implement some basic ideas on um on their own selves, to change themselves and win the game. And winning the game is not that difficult because if you see, a lot of people are struggling and struggling without a strategy, which means that they're struggling, they're worried, but they really do not know what the next step they should take. And with this series, I've been bringing this series of talk every day, uh, weekday, 5 days a week, since 1st of January 2021. And I'm bringing these basic topics, basic ideas for my followers to pick and implement in their life. Anything which is different from others will take you forward. Very simple. And how serious you are about yourself, about your growth, obviously takes the biggest role in this whole process. So if you are, whoever is with me, is serious enough or very serious to grow in their lives, in their careers, in their profession, say yes, that you want, show your commitment, say that yes, I am interested in growing and doing something new, something different. I want to beat the competition. So put a comment, and I will see that comment as we go along. So basically, the first thing first, if you are committed, and number one level of commitment maybe is that you are here and you are sticking with this talk and you're listening to this talk. I hope you're making some notes also. And the number two thing is to implement these ideas. So Aleem says yes, Shazad says yes, Nasruddin says yes. So yes, absolutely. So show your willingness and interest in adding value into your own professional lives and careers, and that takes us forward. That is the only way to grow. Just think about it. If you have a plant at home, and if you don't nurture that plant, if you don't put enough fertilizer, if you don't provide the proper soil and water and sunlight, the plant will not grow. So if you are really interested in growing and going beating the competition out there, going to the next level, it really doesn't matter what age you are, where you stay, you live in a city or in a village, really does not matter. It is the if you can stand out and outshine within that environment, that is that is the recipe for growth. So please go back and watch some of the videos that I've been putting out on a daily basis. If you scroll down on my profile, you will see those videos. One video every day, 5 days a week. And I'm putting in 1 hour every day of my life, 5 hours in a week, to help you grow, help you do better than what you're doing at this moment in time. And this is what really motivates me when I see people joining in, and also looking at how effective my small sessions are when people inbox me on LinkedIn, and when people uh, people join in my sessions and engage with me on my LinkedIn. I'm more on LinkedIn. I'm not very active on Facebook. That's why I use Ashraf Saab's Facebook platform. So this is my LinkedIn URL. If you're not following me still, you can follow me, follow my post, comment on my post, and grow. Social media provides you an excellent platform to network with people. In this session on Facebook as well as on LinkedIn, there are uh, quite a few people who have joined in, and they can really be your first new contact to help you grow in your life. So today's session is about emotional intelligence. First of all, what is emotional intelligence? Why people even talk about it? So, in a very brief and quick definition, let's start with the definition, and then we go on how do we apply emotional intelligence on ourselves. It's about ourselves, right? Managing our own emotions, or understanding. The first stage is understanding our emotions. Why are we doing what we are doing? So if you are angry, why we are angry? What are some of the factors that are making us angry? What are some of the factors that are making us happy? What are some of the factors that push us into the phase of joy? These are three different phases. Uh, and happiness and joy sound similar, but these are two different things. Happiness is when you are casually happy, but joy is a state in which every part of your body is enjoying that happiness. That is the key difference. And once we master the art of emotional intelligence, which is understanding our own selves, we can actually take control of our actions and whatever we do in our lives. So instead of changing others or making an effort to change your environment, if we change ourselves, our own environment, internally, the external environment changes automatically. Uh, some time ago, I actually, good afternoon, cheers. Uh, some time ago, I actually asked you to do an experiment. Some of you must have done that experiment, and the experiment was very easy. Think of a car that you want to buy. So for instance, if you want to buy um, one of the most popular car, Honda Civic, for instance, you say, I want to buy a red Honda Civic or a black Honda Civic, whatever your pick is. Whenever you think, okay, now I'm looking for a car which is black car or black Honda Civic or red Honda Civic, um, and focus on that. So say, okay, this is the car that I really want to buy, and start thinking about it. When you go out on the streets, you will start seeing quite a few black Honda Civics or red Honda Civics. This is how you focus on things. This is how nature will start revealing things to you. So if you know yourself, if you can take control of your thinking process, if you can, all right, Kazmi Saab, my mentor, a very, very happy birthday to you, sir. You are great. You are such a strength for a lot of young people. So thank you very much and enjoy your birthday. Um, yes, so it's manifestation. We spoke about it. So when we start thinking about a certain thing, we can take control of that thinking process. And emotional intelligence is taking control or understanding your own feelings and your own emotions. So if we know we are angry and anger is not good, and what are the factors that are making us angry, then we can correct those factors. And if we know what makes us happy, what is some of the things um, that really put us into joyful situation, we will do that. And emotional intelligence is one of the key things in leadership. So if you see leaders have a pretty strong emotional intelligence or no knowledge about or yeah so knowledge about their own emotional intelligence, and they can very easily control themselves. If we go down a little deeper in emotional intelligence, there are four key factors. So if you can look at these four key factors, you can actually implement these key factors in your life. And the first is self-awareness, as I said. The second is self-management, and I've also talked about it. So once you know what makes you happy or angry or puts you into joyful state, then you manage yourself. And we also spoke about self-management yesterday. And the third one is the social awareness. Social awareness means that what the situations around us and how do we um, work around these situations within our own community, within our office environment, within our family, and that then takes us to the relationship management. Then we can actually work out exactly how to deal with one person or persons. Unless we are not really aware of our own selves, and we do not control our emotional intelligence, all that is not really possible. So with that, today's session about emotional intelligence, practice it. Try to learn what are some of the things that make you happy, or what are the things that can put you in an angry situation. And often, anger is just something that can be avoided very easily. If you start um, ignoring things that bother us, then you can easily avoid angers, can't you? Um, I have probably, I think there was one question up there which I will take. Uh, now, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you can tell me what is the purpose of your existence, and I think I told you, Raza, I'm. This is God's decision, right? This is not my decision uh, to come in this world and live the way I am living. I said my own uh, view is that my purpose of my life is to live a great life, which I am, to help people, which I am helping, and enjoy what I do enjoying. So this is what I'm doing. I think I'm helping people. I'm doing a business, which is great. Um, this is a pretty negative thought, and this is one thing which you should, I think, as a person, you should really try to think. If we So this is like blaming our society, right? Instead of thinking how can we improve ourselves. So this is the point of today's discussion. Can we improve ourselves, or can our improvement actually help our society do differently? And those people who live um, in different environments. For instance, usually people say, give us this example, from South Asia. Anybody living in India or Pakistan can still throw garbage on the road as soon as they go 2 hours from their destination to their home countries to Dubai. They all become so disciplined. So it's the environment, it's their own self that changes the environment, right? Uh, Suggest any books on EQ? There are many, Nosheen. I mean, I don't suggest books because you can simply Google it and you will find tons of books available. I mean, Shikari Sahab, there's no, I won't call it right or wrong, good or bad decision making. Um the key thing is to be consistent. And one thing that I know about you, you've been consistent in your profession, which is you are an economist, you are a journalist, and you have been very consistent, very very consistent in that. So, Wasif says something. How to overcome the fear of failure of taking risks? Is there something related to emotional intelligence? Fear is also related to, obviously, but I mean, the thing is that why are you afraid of taking a decision? What is the what is the reason of taking a decision? If the risk is too high, then obviously, you don't want to jump off the cliff without a bungee, okay? Because that's a risk of death. Um, but you can still do some exercises and you can jump off a small bench because that's an exercise that you do. So you need to really look at your own strengths and based on that decide whether the risk is high or low and whether taking a higher risk benefits or not. So this is again something that you should really be focusing at yourself. And maybe if there is a detail, then somebody can help you find an answer to that. Um, there's another question from Ajia. When I say self, we must work on ourselves. This is how we can produce better society. And this is absolutely ourselves. That's the message for today. So if you like these sessions, if you think these sessions are useful for you and you're gaining some knowledge in a very different manner, in very simple words, say yes and join me on LinkedIn and engage me with your comments and your suggestions. And that's how I can bring you more ideas. Um, so if you are, I mean, obviously, I have to say that this is pretty subjective. So if you are in a situation where you can't take risk, I mean, going out on the street is taking risk, or drinking water is taking risk. You can die by choking. There are people who die by choking. But the thing is that what are some of the calculated risks you can take? So anybody who is in that situation, what you need is maybe coaching. So think about it. Take help from people because this could be a psychological problem. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. So please take help if you have an issue. But there are so many things that we can fix ourselves by simply working on these things. So if you want to become a torchbearer with me of these messages, these small talks that I bring in, Growth Talks 2021, you are on LinkedIn or you are on Facebook, please press, thank you very much. Please press share button, just simply press share button and within 5 seconds, you will be able to send this message to people who are in your network, which means that you will become torchbearer of these messages. With that, Hamas Siddiqui signing off from Toronto. See you tomorrow with a new session, same time, same place, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.